is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Let me out in the name of God, let me... You walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach to the destruction of human freedom. But like every one of the superstates that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Submitted for your consideration. A man and his books. No. A man and his volleyball. A man who likes to read, just like the gentleman I told you about before, made by Burgess Meredith. This man is obsessed with beach yoga. So much so that he invents a friend to bring with him. But that's not all. His love of beach yoga is so great. It got dark in here all of a sudden. That he straps a GoPro to his head while doing beach yoga. But, dear poetry lover, that is not the purpose of today's Poeticus Interruptus. Beach yoga is but a background for what happened to our friend, the man obsessed with beach yoga, because you see, he was invited to a place called the Hermitage on Minnesota Key. There, he and the other attendees were invited to listen to a lecture by a well-known writer and teacher of writing. The lecture, what was it about? Allegories. In this case, the assembled masses were asked to do a flash allegory on the spot. And so our friend, unaware that this is what was about to take place, entered into the Hermitage. But little did he know, it was not just the Hermitage where he was about to do his flash allegory. He had entered the Hermitage, to be sure, but he had also entered the Twilight Zone. Yes, I'm throwing my hat into the ring once again with my usual theatrics. Me and my friend, who needs no introduction. Sorry, Wilson. All right. Rod is right. I'm obsessed with beach yoga. Today's reading as always, is from Ogden Nash's TV. The name of this particular poem is Breath of Joy. And here it is. Breath of joy. In breath, meet out breath. One comes, one goes. One stays, but not for long. One is always leaving. They meet, but for an instant, in a life-affirming embrace. Then they part, only to meet again and again until the end.
In real life, such ridiculous nonsense could never...
Ron! I mean, you shouldn't say such things as nonsense and ridiculous.
Well, that's the way it goes.